Hello, I know I look like a dick. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a video I'm going to do. I might do a couple of these, I might not. Depends on something I saw on TikTok actually, because I'm on that a little bit more than I'd like to admit. And it is unpopular opinions in football. Big surprise, football. That was a bit of a weird face. Let's carry on. So this is number one. And I feel it's one that actually a few people will agree with, but you will have seen it in the title. Pep Guardiola is overrated. Really overrated. Now, before you think I'm an idiot, here's my top three. Sir Alex Ferguson first, fucking obviously. Jose Mourinho second. Arsene Wenger third. In a close fourth, Jurgen Klopp. And then Pep Guardiola just about sneaks fifth. There's lots that could get into fifth. I can't be asked going into it. But he just about gets fifth, right? Why do I say this, you ask? Well, over his whole career, decent. I don't know anything about it. I'm not going to talk. I've been told that he was carried by Messi at Barcelona. I don't know. I'm not getting involved. What I am going to get involved in is his time at Man City, because I do know about that. And just... has he made the Premier League a bit of a farmers' league? Yes, he has. However, that does not mean everything. Has he won the Champions League for Manchester City? No, he has not. Is that what he was brought in to do? Yes, it was. Now, the two reasons why I think Pep Guardiola is overrated, I'll say them here and now. Firstly, yes, his tactics on his day can be brilliant. However, he is very prone to a bit of a blunder. The big one coming to mind, Champions League final against Chelsea, didn't play a defensive midfielder. What are you doing? What are you doing? So his tactics, though they work 99.9% of the time, sometimes he just tries something stupid that makes no sense that he doesn't need to do. He plays Rodri in the Champions League final. Man City win that final. No doubt about it in my mind. And the second reason would be, sure, his tactics are great, but unlike Jurgen Klopp, he cannot teach his tactics effectively. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, I mean, Jurgen Klopp, sure, he bought Van Dijk, Salah, Mane and Firmino, but when he bought them four players, they were not anywhere near as good as they are now. Not even close. Not on the same level. Not in the same planet, mate. And he's coached them to being at the level that they are at. Right? Pep hasn't done that. Has he? Really? He just hasn't. My greatest apologies, I was getting milk. Unfortunately, I haven't got a fucking clue what I was talking about. No, okay. We can get back to where we were, I think. Talking about Pep Guardiola and how he's not really good at teaching his players his style of play. And what I meant by that was he's had to sort of buy players that he knows will work without him really having to bother. And again, what do I mean by this? Well, if we dive into Manchester City's starting 11, their usual starting 11 that they'll use. Let's go. Edison in goal. Bought him. Why? Because he was good with his feet. Fair enough. All three of their starting centre-backs, Aymeric Laporte, Ruben Diaz, and John Stones, bought all three of them. All three of them bought by Pep Guardiola. Right back Kyle Walker, bought from Tottenham only a couple of years ago. Left back João Cancelo, swap deal with Juventus, who got Danilo, which was one of the worst deals ever in the history of anything. CDM, Rodri, or Fernandinho, but Rodri starts way more. I don't know why my brain just stopped there. Bought Rodri. Centre mids, Ilkay Gundogan, bought him. Bernardo Silva, bought him. Kevin De Bruyne, bought him. All three of them he bought because he knew they would work for the system. Left winger, one of the most underrated left wingers in the Prem, in my opinion, Raheem Sterling. Gets no credit whatsoever. He was there before Pep. being bought from Liverpool in what, 2014 I think it was? Maybe before, maybe after that, around there. Right winger, either Riyad Mahrez or Jack Grealish. 100 million for Jack Grealish, and he bought Riyad Mahrez as well. And then striker, Phil Foden has been filling in there sometimes, but other than that, Gabriel Jesus, who he bought also. So out of Manchester City's starting 11, there is one player who was there before Pep. Pep's only been there since 2016. And I know players aren't quite as loyal as they used to be, but, like, good lord, man. And Ferran Torres only just left. He bought him. Leroy Sané, did he buy him as well? I think he did, and he didn't even work for the system. He sold him a buy-in a couple of years back. So many players he's just bought in because they work. They work somewhat with his system, and then they come in and they play in his system, and it works. He's a good... He's a good tactician, but he's a bad coach. Like, I'd rather have Jurgen Klopp, because Jurgen Klopp's tactics are also pretty good, but he could also teach Gareth Barry them, sort of thing. Like, he made a lot of players work that should not work. Like, Emre Can was dog shit before Jurgen Klopp came in and he became decent enough. You know what I mean? Like, the Liverpool team that got to the final in 2018 should not have been there. Carried by Salah a bit, but it should not have been there. Klopp took them there. Pep Guardiola's Champions League final attending side last season would have got there without Pep Guardiola. And that's the big thing, I think. This is again why I rate Thomas Tuchel so highly. That Chelsea team certainly wouldn't have got there if we still had Frank Lampard, or even if we had, you know, Conte or I don't know, Ten Hag or Pochettino. We wouldn't have got there. Man City would have got to that final without Pep Guardiola. And that is the big thing. It's not Pep that is carrying Man City. It is the fact that Man City have good enough players. I could get Man City to win the Premier League with that team. It's practically impossible not to, especially when Liverpool and Chelsea keep losing really stupidly. Chelsea in particular. Pep isn't needed, and people saying he's the best of all time, in my opinion, just doesn't make any sense. It's just not true, is it? So there you go. There's episode 1 of Unpopular Opinions on football. Again, I might make more, I might not. Here we go. Good job. Fuck you. See you later. Au revoir.